Vayar Yisrael et Mitzrayim met al Tzvat Hayam. In the Yam Suf, the Sea of Reeds, it says, Israel saw Mitzrayim dead on the Yam. Vayar Yisrael teyad gedolah asher asa Hashem b'Mitzrayim. And Israel saw the great hand of Hashem that he did in Mitzrayim. So twice it says Israel saw. Now the Ben Ish Chai, in the parasha of his book on the parashiyot, midrashot, so he says, Nir'ah liba'er, you can explain, ki en kan kefer lashon, it's not a double language, ela metoch shera'u Yisrael et hamitzrim, meitim al tzvat hayam. When Israel saw the Mitzrim, the Egyptians, dead on the seashore, and now it's time to sing to Hashem. Tzirafu, so they combined l'simchatam gam et hanes harishoni shel hatzalat Yisrael miMitzrayim. So they combined another miracle, and they were singing for both things. So when it says they saw the Mitzrim and they sang, and they saw something else and they sang, the Yad HaGidulah. And what's that? The Yad HaGidulah shel Batya Bat Paro. The long hand. Of course, it's Hashem's long hand, but God doesn't have a hand. It means his miracles. So it's referencing the long hand of Batya that saved Moshe. Shehotzi'ah et Moshe Rabbeinu alav shalom, that she took him out, mitav'ito, from drowning by Yeor in the river. And also says, by the Suf, also referencing Yam Suf, by Moshe being saved on the Suf over there. Now, this is the Ben Ish Chai explaining. Now, I remember noticing when I was having an Aliyah in the Torah in Vayosha, Az Yashir Moshe, so it struck me, with Hashem's help, that Bat Paro is also mentioned not in the narrative before in the Vayosha only, because Yad Gedulah doesn't start Az Yashir Moshe yet. She's also referenced in the song, which would make sense because they're praising Hashem about it. Batya saved Moshe. Shouldn't she be mentioned in the song? So where is she in the song? So it says Marke Bat Paro. It struck me to see that words. It doesn't say Marke Vot Paro with the Vav. It says Marke Vat Paro, which is Bat Paro. If you just look at it, you'll notice it right away, even in the Siddur when you're reading in the mornings. So you can read it like this. Meroch, roch is tender, like the animals that Abraham was serving the guests. Rach vatov, tender and good. So meroch bat paro, because that's marke bot paro, really means, let's read the pasuk as it's meant. The pshat, marke bot paro, the chariots of paro, vechelo, and their army, yara bayam, yara is to shoot. They shot into the sea. Umivchar shalishav, and the choice 3-man chariot, because there was 3 men on the chariots, to be'u b'yam suf. They drowned in the Yam Suf. Now let's take it out of that context and see that it can mean something else. So meroch bat paro, because of the tenderness and loving care of bat paro that she saved Moshe, vechelo yarabayam, the Egyptians' army went into the sea. Umivchar shalishav, and because of the choice one, that's the 3. Moshe is considered the 3rd, because you see in Masechet Shabbat in Pechet over there, 88, it says God gave the Torah, the 3 type of Torah, which is Torah, Nevi'im, Ketuvim, on the 3rd month, Al Yedei Tilitai, by the 3rd man, because Moshe was the 3rd of his brothers and sisters, on the 3rd month. So he's known as the 3rd, Moshe Rabbeinu. So the Mivchar, Hashem's Bachar, Hashem's choice one, who's Shalishav, his 3rd one, meaning in Zchut of Moshe Rabbeinu, to Be'u B'Yam Suf, the Egyptians drowned in the land. So in the Zechut of Batya, they drowned in the land, and in the Bizchut of Moshe, they drowned in the land, in the sea, I mean. So look how a reference to that. And again, it happened in the Suf, and this is the Yam Suf. So the story before is being thanked by Am Yisrael now at this point. And that's really what the Ben Ish Chai was bringing out. But again, we just noticed that it even has it in the song itself to show the praise of God. And we could think of this every day when we're reading it. You know, when you read Kiryat Yam Suf every day, besides Shavuot, besides Shvi'i Shel Pesach, we say we Kera Roa Gezar Dinenu. We take away all the gezerot, Kera, like Kiryat Yam Suf, we rip it. So it happens always, every day. When you read the Yam Suf and you get excited about it, you make believe you're there, you feel like you're there, it can rip up all your decrees. Think of a decree that you want ripped up. Say the Vayosha of that day in the morning, and God, Bezrat Hashem, will give you miracles, like at the Yam Suf, and like the Yad of Bat Paro can come and save you. Hashem can save you in many ways, Bezrat Hashem.